as they get set to match up with the Minnesota Vikings. And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Johnson, the ball carrier.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
The first down carry here for Johnson. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Ball carrier.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The 38-yard line, 2nd and 9.
Under 10. Check 24. Check next.
This is David Johnson, the former All-Pro.
Number 31.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
3rd and 2, Watson. And he finds Stills, complete. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 44-yard line. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. A toss, left side, Johnson. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
It's a gain of...
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
Watson just beating the play clock. He finds his target, Fuller. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. From the gun, a run for Johnson. Tackle made that time by Anthony Barr.
Ball carrier.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Watson. That's Stills bringing it in. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
He needed a yard. That's exactly what he got. Earns him a new set of downs. And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll run on 1st down. It's Johnson, and he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal. The impressive opening drive continues, and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
A tackle made by Michael Gears. A pickup of 2.
We're scoreless after 1.
At the Vikings 7-yard line.
Ready for the second quarter from Houston. It's the Texans in possession of the football as they come up now 2nd and goal. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Watson to give. This is Johnson. Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to 3rd and goal. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, and now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
Ball rests on the 7-yard line, 3rd and goal. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Duke Johnson, his first touchdown on the year. And the Texans take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. A long opening drive, but a very successful opening drive. We call that methodical, I guess, when it takes that many plays.
Methodical and almost like a boxing match where you're hitting them with body blows. They can withstand them here. Look, they gave up the touchdown, but you don't feel like a knockout is there. If they keep doing that in the 4th quarter, that's when the knockout occurs.
And it becomes tough for that defense if they're on the field that long. We'll see if they can continue that in future drives.
At their own 21-yard line.
Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 21.
Check that.
Here's Dalvin Cook, 1,000-yard rusher last season. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Gain of 7.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Three yards remain for 2nd down. Cousins gives way to Cook, and they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Benardrick McKinney there to make the stop.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
On 2nd down now, it's Cook. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
And it's pretty evident when you watch how Minnesota plays, just how important Dalvin Cook is to their offense. 1,000-yard rusher a year before, the first one the Vikings had since Adrian Peterson was dominating their carries. And having Cook in the lineup for the bulk of the season, that made Minnesota exactly what their head coach Mike Zimmer wanted them to be. A much more physical team that complemented their defense.
They run again on 1st down. Cook. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old-school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. On 2nd down, it's Freeman. And he's going to be close to a 1st down as the tackle is made at the Texans' 40-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down.
It's a gain of 6.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. They'll try to throw now. Cousins under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. The lightning rod, J.J. Watt with a sack. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Now a handoff. It's Freeman. Call it a 3-yard gain, but they'll be forced into a 3rd and 15 coming up.
He was brought down at the 45-yard line.
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game.
3rd down.
We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. On play action, Cousins. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. first down throw for Cousins. Now they go screen. It's complete. A good pickup there on first as the screen pass gets him 8.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
To throw again on second down. Cousins, complete. Jefferson the target. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line.
He was taken down.
Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. 2nd down and 12 at the 19-yard line. Cousins to throw it this time. And this is caught on the sideline, but no, they'll say out of bounds. He caught it, but was not in bounds. Incomplete. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Working out of the gun, Cousins. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. How big is that penalty? Wipe out the INT.
You'd hate to be the teammate that caused that penalty and wiped out the interception. You got to face that guy in the locker room. Not a lot of fun for you, and you hurt your squad.
So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Justin Jefferson, the rookie, his intended receiver. But it'll be 2nd and goal.
Partner, this is almost an unwinnable spot for a defense. They have to come right out for a 1st and goal trying to stop them. But let me hold on a second. Let me take that back real quick. They can win here if they force a field goal try. Still a long ways away from that happening, but that has to be what they're thinking right now.
And he's going to ball his way down to about the 1-yard line. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Cousins to throw it. And this ball is caught by Irv Smith. Touchdown Vikings. Irv Smith Jr. His first touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing up. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before.
Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. The rookie Jeff Gladney picks it.
You can easily see the logic. It's a tie game. They just wanted to press it a little bit right before the half, hoping to get one more score.
Now, easy to second-guess the result, but now you have to think after that interception, just a field goal, and they're behind at the break.
Yeah, I think at the half, the head coach just says, look, that's on me. I wanted to press it, but it's because I believe in you guys.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. Fake. Cousins. He's going to air one out for Anderson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Morgan Burnett.
Cousins pass intercepted. The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 2-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Time here for likely one play, and then these two teams will head to the locker room all even.
And you know the play caller's just feeling it right now. Let's go ahead and go for this one. A big shot down. Nope. Guarantee the head coach is like, don't get crazy. Take the knee. Let's get out of here. Tie game. We'll just start all over.
5 yards remain on 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a tie ball game here heading to break. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
13 yards remaining on 2nd down. Throwing is Cousins. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, here's Cousins. A throw for Thielen once again. This time it's complete. And they're going to stop him short of the 1st down as he's tackled at about the 21.
I don't care how you look at it, how you cut it, how you parse it. Adam Thielen continues to be an absolute marvel, coming from where he did, Division III football, to being one of the top receivers in the NFL. But it's going to be vital for the Vikings in 2020 to keep number 19 on the field, especially since he lost his old running mate Stephon Diggs to the Buffalo Bills. And a hamstring injury last year really held his numbers in check. His lowest receiving yardage since 2015. Look for another breakout from Adam Thielen after plays like that.
Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at the 34. And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And he'll get 2, maybe 3, up near the 37.
Number 25.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
This a 2nd and 7 from the 37. Back to throw, Watson. Screenplay, Johnson. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Complete.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense. And who we got? Check 3, check 3. Check.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson.
I always appreciate runners who understand situations. That was just 3rd and inches. No reason to dance around in the backfield and try and break off a bigger play. Just go pick up the 1st down, and that's exactly what he did.
They stay on the ground on 1st with Johnson. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
1 yard gain.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. On 2nd and 9, Watson. Looking for his tight end, fouls, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Anthony Harris. And the return across midfield and to the 46-yard line.
They'll take over 1st.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
On 1st down, Hilliard. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
2nd and 12. Now Cousins. Open man is Robbie Anderson. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the 1st. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
Vikings.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They go play action. Cousins. Looking for Thielen, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Michael Thomas. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. He was brought down by Eric Wilson.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Second and 10. Thanks for tagging along with us here from Houston, Texas.
Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go. Shit.
Watson. And that's complete to Cooks. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Last play, they got stuck at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up first and 10.
Right there.
To throw is Watson. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. Johnson, the intended target, and it's second down.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
Third quarter, all tied up. This is second and 10.
Kill.
They'll hand it off now. Johnson trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage.
He was brought down by
No gain on that one as it brings up a third and 10.
It's 3rd and 10.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Check the hot read.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. It's complete. Stills. And he's going to come up a few yards short of the first. They get him to the ground at the 37. Back now in Houston. 7-7 is our score. Pretty even matchup so far as we start quarter number 4.
4-yard attempt.
And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And it's now 3-0 Texans. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they really need to forget about their last time out, the turnover that led to a field goal. So now they try to regroup, trailing in the final quarter. Obviously, they'd love a touchdown, but 3 would suffice. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down.
And the Vikings first down.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Cousins now to throw on first down. And this one hauled in by Rudolph. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
Brings up second.
And last catch short of the marker by just a yard. Leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Here's a throw that's taken in by Tajay Sharp. And he'll get it down to the 47 here.
And 8 yards.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
on 1st and 10. Cousins lets it fly for Thielen. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Hilliard. And he's going to be close to a 1st down as the tackle is made at the Texans' 40-yard line. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
And it's 3rd down.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice hit, boy.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Throwing, Cousins. And the 3rd interception thrown by Cousins. Picked off by Justin Reed. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
Intercepted.
If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line.
Loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11. At the
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
I don't think you got it, sir. Mike's 54. Mike's 54. No game on this defense. No game.
Out of the gun, Watson. He's got his tight end. It's Fells. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. So they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
of 9 brings up.
This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game.
I'm coming after you. Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike is 59. If you don't get this boy, you think you want to.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Yeah, boy, from up here, I don't think Johnson got there. No, he did not. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus focus on and want to take away, and they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They will indeed snap it to Watson. And no, it's incomplete. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on 4th. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. First down, here's the run with Cook. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line.
Cook, the Vikings.
In on the stop, Vernon Hargraves.
He was brought down at the 45.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. They run it again with Cook. They'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 7.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on 3rd. Back to throw. And nearly intercepted there. That would have been ball game if he had clinched it and caught it. Instead, it gives him one more chance here on 4th down. Cousins to throw. Found his target. It's Anderson. And he's going to get this inside the 30. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down.
First down, Vikings.
Here's Cousins. Into the hands of his receiver, Anderson.
Cousins.
Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
A gain of 4.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Six yards left on 2nd down. Here's a throw out wide to Anderson. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone now, Cousins. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get it, and sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Yellow, yellow, yellow.
Off the play fake, Cousins steps away to his left. He'll run it, and he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a third down situation.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Seventh play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Now Cousins. The quick slant caught. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock.
And a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry, ball gets tipped in the air, because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. He's back to throw, and that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. The veteran Morgan Burnett there on the coverage. This secondary as a unit, they've worked really well together in this one, especially late.
A lot of cohesiveness, a lot of communication, and some great athleticism. They're playing so well now, a nickname is sure to follow. They're going to have to name this whole unit soon.
3 yards to go on 2nd down, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. Jumbo set. They'll run for it with Cook. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow. Wow. How many people are watching this one right here who gave up? Because that score, they might want to try and rush back into this stadium.
Yeah, what looks like is going to be the game-deciding score, although a little bit of time left, so you can't count your chickens before they're hatched.
Well, they better come back in here and watch this one, because you and I, we're not going anywhere. We want to see this one play out.
And this will not be fielded. It's a touchback and comes out to the 25.
25-yard line.
Now it's Watson. He's going to let it fly. And he can't hang on to it. That would have sealed it. Instead, 2nd down.
Brandon Cooks, incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 10. Watson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That's caught inside the 20. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages. Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the 4th quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet.
Kaimi Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And they will watch this one land in the end zone. That'll be a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. One, to get yourself in position for the second one, whether you're able to get into field goal range or you have to try another deep pass, another Hail Mary. But you're trying to get the first one to a receiver, get out of bounds, and give yourself a chance to set things up for an easier shot at it.
Let's see if they can do it. Might be easier said than done. One last shot now for Cousins. He's going to let it fly. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby.